Hey Mission City, I hope you're doing well. Here we are, it's June 2nd, and if you're like me, I thought things would be better by now, but to be honest, it just feels like things are continually getting worse as we film this right now. Man, it's crazy. There's so much hate, there's so much division in our world, and so what we wanted to do as a church, as the people of God, we wanted to open up the Word of God just for insight, for inspiration, for wisdom, and so for the rest of the summer, we're gonna spend some time in the book of Psalms, and so I'm excited just to kick us off today with Psalm chapter 1, and here's what David says. He says, "Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, or set foot on the paths of sinners, or sit in the seat of mockers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water, yielding its fruit in season, whose leaf does not wither, and who prospers in all that he does." He says, "But not so for the wicked, for they are like chaff driven off by the wind. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous." And he closes this out in verse 6. It says, "For the Lord guards the path of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish." That's an incredible psalm, and really where my attention goes to is what he says in chapter 2, that as men we delight in the law of the Lord, and if we delight in the law of the Lord, that we will not perish. And when I think about the law of the Lord, that sounds like a complex thing with all these laws and all these things, but if we fast forward to the life of Jesus in the book of Matthew, they question him, "Jesus, what is the greatest law?" And he says it's really simple. It's that you love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And the second one is just like it, that you love your neighbor above yourself. And right now, wherever you're watching this from, I don't know what your situation is, but I know that as I give this, that my heart is broken for the things that I see in the world, the way that people are being treated. But what I also know is that I have an incredible amount of hope on who Jesus is, that he left heaven to dwell with us, to redeem us, to restore us. And here's what we want you to hear, is that God has called every single one of us to be the light of the world, to stop and to listen and to lament and to love. And that's our encouragement for you as a church, that you embody who Jesus was, that you embody being a person of mercy and a person of grace and a person of love to everyone. Not just people that look like you and talk like you and walk like you and work with you, but the gospel, the good news is for everyone. And so us as a church, as the people of God, we need to be for everyone as well. So I challenge you today to love the Lord your God with all your heart and love your neighbor above yourself. We love you, we're praying for you, and we are in this with you.